For the record, the Extravaganza did not get done until about 3 a.m. EST, which would have been about midnight California time. The event ran about 14 hours. All right, I owe everybody a huge thank you for helping me get together this information. Shoutouts to Akino, shoutouts to Cosmic for helping me, for everybody that also helped share their information with me. Thank you for helping me get this together at dead but 4 a.m. in the morning. So this is your breakdown of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Extravaganza, brought to you by all of the tireless effort of players out there. And like I said, thank you for this. So let's dig on into that sweet, you guys aren't going to believe this. Show us some love, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let's do this, shall we? You guys aren't going to believe the fact that these people played 14 hours for 9 rounds of Swiss on a Sunday night into a Monday morning. Yes, from the comfort of your own house, but that's insanity. So this is the culmination effort of everybody here, and I want to say you guys are all wonderful for playing this many rounds. I'm sure many of you were pumped up to get to go through the old regional grind again, but without a doubt, yeah. So things I've learned about this event: Dinosaurs cometh back from last week's event. Virtual World leaveth. Well, I don't know what to say about that. Most represented deck in top 16 was Dinosaurs. Now, this doesn't really surprise me all that much. I guess everybody and their mother was like, oh boy, Dinosaurs went extinct. And I kind of agree. I thought the same thing. I thought that this deck was kind of a big stinky poo-poo after last week. But all of a sudden, storms back into the event and back with a vengeance, actually. So there's that. And we also had 3 Drytrons. Jesse Cotton ended up being first place in Swiss after the event, which means Drytron won! Yay! Who, anybody see that coming? Nah. Drytron's not a good deck, by the way. I saw one of those disbelievers in my comment section 2 days ago. He was like, Drytron's just an overrated deck. This doesn't make any sense to me. I'm like, what do you mean? All right, like, calm down over there. All right, so there's that. Elise Davis was playing the Megalith version of the deck. I'll have their list here in a couple minutes on this video for you guys. Then we had 2 Eldritch variants, which was very spicy. I believe Cam the Man Neal was playing the 60-card Eldritch Shadal package that we saw Avery Foster playing during last week for the Luxury Game Series. So if that's not a real shocker to anybody, I do think you'll like that. We also had 2 Guru in top 16, which is actually very, very interesting. One of those was the Invoke, it was Subterror with Dragoon and Numeron. And I've talked about it a little bit before. Do not underestimate what that Numeron package can do. You'll be sitting there having a good time, and all of a sudden, you're just like, uh-oh, what happened? Yep. And you just lose the game. So that's a big thing there. Now, some of the spicy stuff, the one-ups. All right. First up, we had a Cyber Dragon Dragoon deck. Emmanuel Lilly played this. I don't have any way of contacting them to get the list. If they watch this video and they send that to me, I would appreciate that. I'd love to cover it for everybody. From what I saw from my friends that were popping in and watching some of the games, that was very interesting. Possibility of getting 2 monsters on the field to make the Verte machine, easy. The Dragoon package, from what I heard, was kind of interesting as well. We also had 1 Altergeist Dogmatica. Now, interesting to note, though, we've seen this before. Like, the punishment in this deck is crazy busted. All right, plus you... Okay, so you normal summon the Meluseek, turn it into the Link Rebo, search your multi-fake, your special the Ecclesia, search the punishment. You just meant the conditions for being able to to combo your opponent. So good. And then we had 1 Crusadia. Now, I saw this young lad playing earlier in the day. I'm going to share his list with everybody later on in the day here. This was budget Crusadia. I was talking to him, he's a college student, he's on a budget, so it was actually really freaking cool getting to see Crusadia on a budget functioning good, and you guys can see that later today at 11. I'm extremely excited for that. We also had one Praying Kids deck. He got 15th place. He was so excited. I'm also going to cover that later on in the day if he hasn't already shared it with everybody. You can look forward to that. And then Kamal Crooks was the only virtual world player to make top cut. One. I'm not sure what has happened. I am absolutely amazed by the shift in the metagame based on this. And I think a lot of you guys are going to be... I think a lot of people watching this right now are like, but Virtual World was best deck last week. Yeah. Traps shifted the format in a way that was pretty good. I was talking to Elise Davis earlier, and they were talking about, I wish I would have got the chance to play traps a lot more. And I guess traps or trap decks are a free matchup for Drytron. And then on the other half of the table over here, everybody else in the room is like, traps are bad. Traps beat me. So traps have shifted the format in a very interesting dimension. A little bit better than I really thought things would have went at this point. So this metagame shift is a lot crazier than I thought. Technically, you can count this as the first event of the format, even though we had Luxury last week, where Virtual World was this heavy representation. Coming off of the PBG this weekend, you saw this crazy representation of Virtual World 2. You saw all of everybody getting ran around by the True King of all calamities. Snap your fingers to this 200 plus event, and where is the Virtual World? I don't know. There was a lot of Virtual World from my friends that were walking around getting information and checking things, but that's that. All right, we have a couple of deck lists here for you guys. All right, so the first list here we have is Sergio Gutierrez's list. Now, he got 6th or 7th. Yeah, Sergio got 6th officially. And this is very, very basic stuff. I also see that we're still opting to play the triple or the one Mystic Mine in the deck to slow down the progressive gameplay. I also see down here that we have the triple Xyz Encore in the side deck. This is a really spicy meatball, actually. Now, we saw a lot of people talking about, well, there's no point in playing Xyz Encore because, you know, they can just make the triple or the double True King of all calamities. And while I do agree with that, I feel like some players are just opting to shift away from that aspect, and they're trying to broaden up the boards that they're making. This also stops Zexal, actually, which is incredibly nice. So outside of that, standard main deck here, I do like that Ghost Bell has pretty much wandered into the format now as a hand trap to kind of slow down the progression of the format. I also see that Lambda has found its way back into the extra deck here. It's been a little while since I've seen that. Rest of the extra deck, very basic. Droll finding way into the format here. Also, Ice Dragon's Prison in the side here. You guys notice that Imperm's kind of found its way out of the format too here? Sergio did not play Imperm at all. Actually, we have no traps in the main deck. This Dinosaur deck has pretty good potential to push through. Also, the double Lightning Storm here in the main deck is quite nice. I once again want to reiterate this Xyz Encore in the side deck, though. This is techie, and I like this. Alright, so this is Sergio's 6th place list. I can't really say much more about it. It's Dinosaurs. The deck is progressively good at what it does, and it's pretty good. Alright, next up, we have Elise Davis's. Elise got, I believe it was 11th place. Alright, and this is their list. Now, we are playing 5 Megalith cards in this build. Of course, 2 full, 1 Ophiel, and the 2 Bethor. Bethor giving you that interruption power. So the cool thing about this deck is you're still going to Ritual Toolbox. Natasha is a stupid good card. Alright, you're also going to get the chance to put the Vanity's Ruler on the table, laugh at your opponent. I also see we're playing the Chaos Valkyria in here. Alright, so remember, this thing cannot be normal summoned or set. It must be special summoned by banishing, or it must be summoned by a card effect. You can banish a light or dark monster in your graveyard to special summon this. We can search this off of the Ben 10, because this is a fairy, which means we have an extender for the deck, which is actually really cool. In the extra deck, I see that we have the Downard in here. This is really cute. All right, I like this. I also, well, actually, you'll be able to make the Downer stepping through the rank 1. Don't underestimate this, because being able to just climb up link ladders, also being able to put this Dweller on the field here. A lot of the combos that I was seeing in this deck, I think Cosmic played against a similar list to this, and he was like, yeah, they put the Dweller on the field throughout the entire combo. You just look at your opponent and go, uh-oh, guess I lose now. Outside of that, things look pretty straightforward. I do like the extender up there. I see that the rest of the main deck is functionally good. And also, seeing this Geonata Transverser starting to show up a lot more in decks is actually really, really cool. So this is Elise Davis's list for everybody, getting 11th place. And, well, that's just all I got for this event. I'm not going to go too much more in depth with this. I have a bunch of other decks I want to cover for everybody out of this. We'll bring those up later today. And then stream tonight with the 12 days of deck profiles and goodies. Woo! What a day. Guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about this event. And I will see your beautiful faces later on in the day. Peace out, guys.
Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.